I just found out about this today, 25th. I normally don't go into my main account on Facebook. That's where all my old friends and everything. Dear friend, rest in peace, Clinton Lee. I'm just lost for words, and I'll definitely make this video. And let's go on the slide. This is like our younger years. Maybe this probably when I was 17 or 18. And that's Clinton there. Unfortunately, if I went to my main account, I would attend your funeral. I just found out about the post today, and turns out the funeral was yesterday. It's just, I don't know, he died at the age of 28. You have diabetes, and I've known you since 1997, primary school. We go to the same high school, we go to the same TAFE. You know, we try to drag you out and be socialized. I don't know, for that particular event on that day, I don't know what we did. Maybe we hang out in Strathfield. I know it's been Strathfield, but gosh. It's very difficult for me to even talk about this because I'm trying to get back all the flashback moments during that period of time, especially in this around this time period. And I remember we had shisha, we had fun, we tease you with this cockroach as one of his fears. We go karaoke. I think a couple of years after this photo was taken, we went to the lake entrance. The entrance with Tan, my old friend, for his birthday. And I still remember you wouldn't stay in the motel because there was too many cockroaches, and therefore you stayed with James, sleep in the car. I still remember the sunscreen that you gave us. Australian Council sunscreen, which got all of us sunburnt, and we're blaming you for it. But we share the moment. God, I don't know how long this picture has been done. Is it when I was 20 or 19? I was so skinny. Look at me now. I haven't talked to Tan ever since we broke the friendship off until today. I realise he has noticed from Clinton's sister Karen. But Tan couldn't attend to the wedding. It was a short notice. Me and Auburn were at Gilly. when you're on my car, you want to play Arabic praise songs, and we shut you down. I remember you were poor, and we still shout you. You struggle with money. I remember you eat a lot. I still remember Fur in Bankstown. You demolish all our bean sprouts, every individual, and we were like, what the heck is wrong with you? Are you that hungry? I remember you got bullied a lot in high school. The one thing that I admired Clinton is he doesn't want to be a sheep. He's a lone wolf. I'm glad after high school or during high school we kept a wolf pack with Damien, Armin, Jacob, Chris, and more. I've realised you're right wing. I did not know about it till today. Look at it. You hate your culture. You hate Asian girls because they're all hairy. They have small tits. I remember you like Caucasian woman. I remember, yeah, you know, we thought you were weird because, you know, you hated China, mainland especially. We thought you were weird. You should be proud. We all thought you should be proud of who you are. One thing I noticed about him, he was negative. Now I'm at the age of 28 and just learn human development. I could not imagine how much inferiority he has to go through, just like me as well. He wasn't the apple of the family. Karen was the apple of the family. He wasn't the brightest in the family. I'm not sure about school, but I remember he's always isolated. There's something about him. In primary school, when he walks, it's like very mono, hands on, you know, arms and hands. Just, it doesn't move and just walks slowly. I don't remember much when we were in primary school, but you were the only person that knows me since 1997. And you mentioned about the stuff that we talked about. I had a huge crush on Su Young, the Korean girl. We did talk, I think when we hit high school, we did talk about religion. I'm not sure how strong Christian faith are you, but it seems pretty strong. I didn't know which church that I went to, and he tried to find out. I think it's Anglican, and I went with, because I moved school after Auburn. My parents divorced. After that, I went to Ryde Public School. Went with one of my classmates, Matthew Yeep. Go to Anglican Church. After staying there to year 2001, I moved back to Auburn. Couple of days, a week or two from September 11. you still bring back memories. We'll go to the same language school. And that was my final year in Auburn North. We weren't really that close, but you know me. And that is something that I could not ever share that moment to anyone. It's sad. I was just too busy. I had a major fight with Tan, an older friend, and burning down bridges. And I'll go on the next slide, but me and Tan, we always chipped in and pay for you. That is one of the things that we didn't care about money. We just wanted you to hang out, socialize. We didn't want you to hang out with the wrong group. But ever since you've gone close with Jacob and the rest, I don't know what you've been through. But that's when diabetes won at a very young age. Probably 23 or 22, yeah, diabetes won. Yeah, ate a lot. You weren't the brightest. And if I still can remember, the only thing is on your resume is Miss Goodwin as your reference, which is our principal. We laughed at you. Insane. But at the end, we knew we wanted you to be socialized. We knew you get picked on. We wanted you to get a career. Foot out of the door, everything. I only dropped out of high school and I finished year 10. And I remember I carried around with the yellow paper, which is a dropout paper, and he said to me, "You're gonna end up as a cleaner." Well, if I look back at it now, I'm very close to be a cleaner. I was too cocky that I went to university and blushed his name. And still remember that day he said, "I'm going to end up as a cleaner." Well, I'm just going to let you know something, Clinton. I just dropped out of high school last 2 weeks ago. And at university, Bachelor of Social Work, and pursue aged care, Cert 3. So technically, you are right. I just couldn't believe how life changed so much. I am actually close to a cleaner. Just can't believe it, even thinking about it now. This was 2006. You told me about it. Right now it's 2018, July 25th. Well, actually 26th because it's after midnight. We'll see up after the next slide. You were my first viewer on my channel. I think that is one of the main reasons why that I make this video. I remember, you made that post 6 years ago. I didn't reply. 5 years ago, I remember one of my first video, how to get a job efficiently, and I introduced him a showerhead job, which is door-to-door sales. But if I take one step behind, we did got him a job with us, handing flyers, pamphlet to each door in Stratford South, I still remember. And you were teaming up with, is it Max? Akash? And Akash told us, I think it's one of them, Akash told us, oh, I think we lost Clinton. I didn't know he was in our car, me, Tan, Akash, and there was someone else. And then we talk about it, and someone's predicting, oh, maybe he's dead, he got lost, this and that. Thank you, Clinton, for helping us. We had to drive around, trying to locate you, and you were further out from our geograph map, or where we're supposed to hand out flyers. We thought we really lost you. I still put my head down and realized we need to save you and get you. And after that, I wanted to build a team, and I got him a showerhead job. He worked for one day. Well, Clinton didn't have any employment history or anything, so even though he hustled so hard, he managed to sell, I don't know, did he work for 1 week or 1 day, but he managed to sell 1 showerhead. Man. And I was really happy on that day for you. I really did, because I never thought you would ever get to that stage. I'll be straight up honest with you. And the final, Auburn 2144, represent as always. And I think after a couple of videos that I made, he made something, and that's when I realized I want to make a cut. During that time, I was in middle of for Community Service Development 2015 RMIT Community Development course, and he said something, and I said straight up to him and said, I still remember this, don't be surprised if I cut you out of the friends list. And this was after with Tan and the rest, which I did. I literally deleted him off on Facebook. I stopped contact with him. Gosh, I sound like a mean friend for saying that. Alright, let's go to the next one. So, one of the things that struck me the most is Jacob, who you mentioned on the post, and the first line is, "This is for all Clinton's friends who may not know yet." And 10 of the friends that tagged in, I was one of them. I didn't know what made you put me as, your friend. That's the first reaction. because all I see was, I didn't know you were serious. You was always negative, or it's just simply trolling on my channel. Maybe you did continue watching my videos till your day you die. I admit I was really feeling guilty cutting you off. I spoke to Tan and see if they keep contact with you, and I realized I did more than just breaking up the friend circle. You're also in the breakup as well, burning the bridges. Maybe we made you even more isolated. Jacob recently got engaged, got a child, so he settled down in Perth. I don't know about Armin. You only probably have a little friend circle, which before I introduce you to all my friend circle. That's why I feel guilty. I didn't just, I think for myself. Maybe you're binge eating. Maybe you have mental health, I don't know. But for you to get to that stage, your health deteriorate and died. I called Murat and he believes you committed suicide. And he told me, we did pick on you, but after year 7 somehow we get along. It's funny how I'm in this position. I thought I'm the worst position, but after I spoke with Murat, he's been keeping me updates of the Fobs. They're going really great. They have children, they have a family. The Wogs, down to drugs, crime. I don't know about the Asians. I think the Asians, they're doing pretty well. But he mentioned Wilson lost the plot. I've started to realize how messed up our school was. I just realized how messed up we were in that school and that surrounding. I thought it was the norm. Knives, guns, dreaming of killing the police. Who would have thought? 2015, they did kill the police in our school. It was a wake-up call. I have to stop here right now because I have to go back. I just memorized one of the videos you did mention. So, I'll get back to you later. Okay, it was mistaken. This is the first time for me to deal with a loss. just, I've tried in the past to straighten you up. Me and Tan, we always think about you. We're always worried about you. But we laughed at you. You say you want to be a cop, we laughed at you, you're too fat. You can't chase anyone. So I don't know whether I'm a good friend or not, because I said all that. I was good and bad. I think that's the reason why you take a troll on me or make a try to put me down. Sorry it's too late for me to do it, but I don't know, because I'd like to say we humans will make mistakes and say we were young, we were dumb. But looking back at it now, gosh, how harsh I did that to you. And I admit, I try to be good, but also damage you. Now you've gone. I thought I was the only one that's gonna die first, because I've been touching asbestos for a very long year. I thought I was the first one. You guys put me first on being married. All I can say, I don't know. What a horrible friend I did to you. And yet, you still classified me as your friend. That is very hard to swallow. I'll see you up the heavens very soon. When I get there, I'll tell you all what I've said in this video to you. Rest in peace, Clinton.